Welcome back to my Zero to Hero journey, and I can't believe it, but we are already in episode 5. And this one is just a continuation of last one. Who would have thought? We are going to use our time in the game at our Zero to Hero account and just get more gold, just more progression, and I hope have fun and answer a lot of cool questions. That's the idea. As always, special shout out to all my dear supporters that help me keep the lights on. If you want to see not this edited version of a video where I summarize multiple streams, but you want to see every single minute of my journey, be sure to check out the playlist of all my VODs in the description down below. If you have any open questions after watching these episodes, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. I will get back to you and answer it either there or in the next episode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more episodes like that and other Guild Wars 2 content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But now enough of the yapping, now let's jump straight in. For example, one of the most boring things in the game is, for example, the new Generation 2 Legendaries. Yeah, so not the ones that you go for a quest, yeah, I think those are actually good. But the other ones, where you don't go for a quest, where you just throw at the crafting bench like insane amounts of materials, and if you purchase them from the TP, it's just a lot of money that you spend. I think that's one of the worst things for a new player to say, oh, this is a cool skin, and then look at the wiki or whatever, some veteran tells them how to craft it, and it's just like sitting at the crafting bench for 3 hours. Yeah, this is like, and spending like 2k gold or even more. That's just boring, yeah. I think legendaries that have some kind of quest, like even Visions or Aurora, that have something like where you have to have a goal, where you have to get this done, get this done, get this done, and everything is a little bit different and unique. I think that's very good. And the same goes obviously for free stuff. If you get the return to achievements and stuff, that is something that is also very cool if it's very exciting and not only is a gold thing. And that is, in my opinion, why the Generation 2, the first 4 legendaries, Hope, Nevermore, Astrolaria, and Chuka and Jumperbot, those 4, in my opinion, are by far the best legendaries in the game, because they actually force you to do something that you remember. It might not be something that you enjoy, but you know everyone that you encounter has done this journey, and it was something unique. It was not something that you actually was exactly the same for another legendary. No, it is very unique. You exactly knew what you got. And I think that's cool. I hope we get more with this, and I hope that we get this for the new legendaries as well. I think it's one of the best ways ANET balances the game is economy-wise. I think economy-wise, they are really, really smart. There's a lot of stuff that they just balanced over the course of 10 years and it's still stable. Like the gold value and stuff, I think that's very good. So maybe they have a plan for that. I will actually give them the benefit of the doubt here. But either way, I think it's definitely quite crazy that they are so expensive, those legendaries, without having any additional benefit than just being those legendaries. And they're not even sellable, so maybe that's why they changed the idea of it, but I don't know. I just want a rework of the LFG UI. Keep quick play for easy generic content. I most usually run LFG statics for high-end groups anyway. Yeah, I think that is true. I think in LFG Rework, I mentioned that in my core feature video where I speculate about it. And I'm definitely with you. Like in LFG Rework, I'm not sure how big of a rework they need to do, but at least do some kind of UI rework, make it a little bit less like convoluted, because if you look, first of all, it's quite hidden. You know, you have to go to context in LFG and then go for looking for group, and then you have to press all the other buttons, yeah? And I think making this like a little bit more streamlined, and then making it so that a new player or a veteran as well can mark something as a favorite thing, and then you can queue up for multiple things or something. That would also be very good. Or you can at least look for something in multiple things. I think there are multiple ways to improve this UI. I'm not sure how much in time investment they want to do for this if they don't do a full rework. If they do a full rework, like completely say we make some kind of match finder or make some kind of kill proof or experience meta. I have no clue how they would do that, but if they would, probably they won't. Let me also tell you that, but if they would do that, I think that would also improve the LFG for sure. Did you start farming gold doing metas events with your Zero to Hero account? Actually did not. I think I did one meta, but I just did the meta event. It was Tickwaddle, because I was just randomly doing the map exploration on the map. I actually farm gold doing Iceblood Saga Strike missions, doing Fractals. I'm not really into farming gold with metas. I will do it to some extent because I want to get some level ups, but it's not the priority. It's not the priority actually. I'm a new player, so I can follow you now. I only follow basing every 2 hours. That is really good. That is a good one. I will do more stuff on meta events as well. You can also check out my YouTube channel. I have a tier list already about meta events where you can check them out, and some of them are actually really lucrative and you should do them as well. Auric Basin is one of the ones that is really fun to do. I like it. It is not the best in terms of gold value anymore, but there are a lot of metas that you can do that are very worthwhile doing. But yeah, I will do some of them on the Zero to Hero account as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm just not focused on it because a lot of people said in the comments about my Zero to Hero challenge, don't do the normal way that like every other content creator was doing and getting gold is like farming meta events 24/7. This is not necessarily the fastest or most efficient way, especially with the Fractal event going on. I think if you're a new player and you really want to get some gold, I think the Fractal event is a very good place to start. We will do that later as well. I just want to get some map exploration and hopefully the mastery here unlocked. That's why I really want to get the map exploration done on top of that, because I want to unlock Chronomancer and I get a lot of hero points just from doing the map exploration, which I need anyway for my legendary. Also do the Fractal event if you need Corteria mastery. Yes, that is true. But now let's take a look. This is why I want to finish it, because I will get more loot. I will get more loot if I continue, like if I finish this. So this is the only one that I will do before I will continue with the Fractal event here, because I really want to get it done with the mastery. Yeah, getting more loot from Fractals is obviously in the long run way smarter, and I need to do the map completion anyway. So I get a little bit more for doing my Fractals. That's the whole idea. But yes, I will, of course, for the Corteria mastery, grind crazy the Fractals. Also increase the difficulty. My goal is to probably next week go for my first, so to say, tier 2 push and higher level push. But for now we stay in tier 1. And I mentioned it in last stream as well. If you want to get gold and like doing instance content, those Iceblood Saga Strike missions are a really good way of getting gold and getting Ascended gear as well. The reason for that is you can even start them if you have not, and I'm not joking here, you can even do them if you have not the masteries for opening the chests. The chests is nice, of course, they give decent gold on top of that, but it's not required. You will see that here I have the chest, some of them I can open, some of them I can't, and I still have a decent time here of getting good gold here with this. So can I open this one? No, I can't open this one. No, I can't. I can open this one and I can open this one. Very good. You see, 2 of 3 and I got like still a lot of good gold. And you can even do it. I did it on the first time. I was level 80. I was doing it without having any mastery there. Yeah, I personally think, to be honest, the servers of ArenaNet are one of the best servers in the game or in the industry. Why is that? Because I think actually they are able to upkeep them almost indefinitely. Like there is no like maintenance ever. You can play the game 24/7, and I think that's a very, very unique feature. Not a lot of companies actually are able to do that. So I'm happy with that, but in the last few months they had actually surprisingly often some issues with logging in, sometimes with some, for example, when Push was released, not last week, but the week before, the months before that, we had some big issues with Push getting into the PvP matches and stuff. So yeah, I think they need to fix some of the back end there. But other than that, I think I'm actually quite happy with how often and how well they are doing it. I really am. Is Arc DPS approved by EotN? Yes. Blishard Arc DPS, if you use the original features, so to say, not add-ons for the add-ons that are, like say, Gray Zone or something like that, then you are completely fine. And Arc DPS, the base Arc DPS is approved. That's the only DPS meter that is approved by EotN. So you have to, if you want to use an DPS meter, you have to use this one. And you should also be careful if you have any add-ons that are on top of that. Also for Nexus, which is also allowed. You can use Nexus to use other things to improve the quality UI of your game. You should be careful because there are also some unofficial add-ons that you should like use at your own risk and probably in that regard not use at all. Stuff like that, but Arc DPS, Blishard are completely fine. What would be the legendary weapon if you could make only one? I mean, on this account I will do that, and on Mesmer it would probably be a greatsword, because I just like the looks of that. But with the new legendary starter kit I'm actually not locked into anything anymore. But I have not completely decided yet, but I think it will probably be greatsword. Maybe I will actually make a spear, we will see. Because I can use the spear on all classes. That might be the smartest way, but we will see. In either case, I think if I would only make one weapon, it would probably be a sword. Because I really like swords. I think from a design, sword is such a cool like playstyle. It fits in offhand, main hand, whatever. I think it's really cool. But on this specific account, I think, or in general, if you want to be the most efficient, I think Spear is the best, because Spear is just a little bit better because it's a two-handed weapon and it's people use it typically in meta builds a little bit more than swords. So I would say that might be the safest bet for you. If you do 3 daily Icefruit Saga strike missions, I did 1 of them today and then 2 in the last streams this week, you get those chests, and for the first 3 times you do this, you get 1 Prophet Crystal. If you have 3 Prophet Crystals, you can go to this chest here. You can even go for less than that, but I would recommend getting 3 of those because they're really accessible. And then you can do those strike missions. So you can do Forged Steel if you really want to. You can do Cold War if you want to. But you should always do the Raven Echo, the Silver Piece Echo, and the Whisper Echo, which is the normal Icefruit Saga 5 strike missions. Then you get those. And then you open those chests with 3 blue Prophet Crystals. You can do that once a week. They reset on Monday. And if you do that, you can also open it with less, like I said, but it's not the most amount of rewards. Now I get the maximum rewards. All 5 Echoes are on and 3 Prophet Crystals. I open it and I get a lot of, I get some blue Prophet shards. I get a lot of loot and some nice gold on top of that. So in the long run, that's very, very worthwhile. So we'll get some more Prophet shards here. And just open all the stuff and you can see how much stuff I will get out of there. I'm at 184 already of the blue Prophet shards. I get some more karma out of that and a lot of like just random materials that I can salvage and sell and all that stuff. And I'm quite happy with how that turned out, of course. Just some nice additions here and you can sell some more stuff. And definitely worthwhile doing because you will do most of that stuff anyway, and then you have a chance of getting some really rare loot as well on top of that. That one is not that good. And definitely worthwhile doing. Like, if on average this gives you like 10 gold or something. Which Legendary Spear is easy to build? I would say the Generation 1 one is very easy because you can now get the Legendary Starter Kit for it as well. In the bonus events here, just from farming Fractals, you can get this Legendary Starter Kit Universal Key, and in there you can get the Kamuroto Tali, or how it's pronounced, Spear Starter Kit, and then you can make it very easily. Maybe that's even the one that I will go for now, because it's obviously very good on this account for using multiple characters and stuff. So maybe that's a good one for me here as well. But yeah, this starter kit, by doing the event in the next 3.5 weeks, you can do this, and you will get access to the Legendary Weapon Starter Kit, and then you can use, if you are doing that like me for example, you can use another Legendary Starter Kit that we currently have in the Wizard's Vault, and if you combine those together, you have like, I don't know, 50 to 60% of the gold already for the Legendary, so it's really, really lucrative. So typically a Legendary, if you want to craft the Legendary for yourself, it would cost like 1.2 to 1.5k depending on how much you value all this stuff and the current market value. So let's say 1.5k gold. And if you now get the starter kit, you will get a lot of the materials that you need for that. And if you get 2 starter kits, you get obviously more materials. So I would say for most players, it's like a value around like 500 gold, 1 starter kit, roughly. It's a little bit harder to rate. It depends a bit, but I would say 500 gold, something around that, yeah. So definitely a high value item to get. Probably the best in terms of value if you want to craft the Legendary in the future from the Wizard's Vault. Oh wait, I can do the skip. Where am I? Okay, here. I can do the skip. Let me out of combat, please. That's fine. Mirage is so good at this. It's so good. Ignoring all the mechanics. Really good. Is there any way to move Agony resistance to another character? Yes, you can remove your infusions and then you can, for example, just equip it on the other character and then you can, so to say, move your Agony resistance. That's one way, but that can be a little bit annoying because obviously it's not that easy. You need an extraction device for that. Can be a little bit annoying to do. Other than that, there is only one real way to get just get account bound Agony. Some of the Agony stuff is account bound. If you go into Fractals, like for example, Fractal God, so getting very high amount of like Fractal relics and stuff and spend it on a vendor, you get account bound Agony resistance. That's not something that I would say a new player has access to, but this will make you, when you play a lot of Fractals, way more easy to swap between the different characters. So on my main account, I have like almost 50 Agony resistance, almost, just from like achievements and stuff. So that means I just need 100, not a little bit more, but almost just 100 of Agony resistance to equip a new character. That can also help. But of course, the most important way is just equipping infusions. You can't change that, sadly. That's always infusions. I think that's the biggest reason why one gets so many Ascended Ring jobs. You can start with that from AR. Yeah, exactly. The rings is something that is very easy to acquire a lot of AR from, because you can infuse them, attune them, and then you have like 3 times 2 slots for Agony, and then you have like potentially like 60 Agony already in there. So it can definitely be something that is very easy to get to tier 3 actually, almost, with the Agony resistance. Yeah. Swaggering Head, Patent Racing Scarf, Kabbalist Coat, Aurora Gloves, Aristocrat Pants, and Blissful Boots with flowing silk scarves backpack. Looks quite cool. Bloodstone Indigo and Permafrost. So a fashion enthusiast, for sure. If you missed something, you can also go back to the VOD. I always upload my streams on YouTube, so you can just watch the VOD as well. That goes not only if you like this fashion, but also in general if you want to have like any replay of what I did, what I said, or you missed something, you can always watch all my stream VODs, not only the Zero Hero Challenge VODs, but all of them on my YouTube channel as well. Just want to mention that here. But this is a really cool feature. I'm really happy that they introduced this, like right-clicking on someone and then inspecting the cosmetics, and you can actually see what they have equipped, what skins, what dyes. It's really good. I think it's one of the best features they actually made happen, and I hope they make more of that happen in the future as well. One thing I've never regretted, purchasing Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I think Guild Wars 2 is very, very high value for the amount of money that you spend on it. It's really, really good. It's one-time purchase, and then you have the expansion and you can play the game forever. It's really good. What do you usually do with Ascended Rings or other accessories that you don't need? So rings are always attune on my main account, and then I salvage them. If I do that, I will get more value out from that. So let's do the others. One, very good. There we go. Yeah, so I would always recommend attuning them, then you get more Fractal matrices out of them if you salvage them, but I would always salvage them. Like, salvaging them is very, very important, because in the long run you get some more gold out of that. All the ones that you don't need. Accessories you can keep, or you can salvage them as well. Accessories are not that worthwhile to salvage, but they are definitely also good to salvage them to get some more loot out of that. Distant Oracle is 2. Okay, very good. And this is 3, very good. But yeah, I would say salvage them or keep them. That are the 2 options. And also the Legendary Starter Kit, I would also always get that, even if you're not playing and making it right now. In the future, it's definitely worth as well. Can I surpass the Wizard's World points over the limit? Yes, you can accept it over the limit. So if I'm now at 1,300 and I accept, or 1,290 and accept something, it goes over that, but you can't accept more than that. So you have to spend it then. But you will not lose any points. For the dailies, of course, always go for the daily fractals that you can get. If you can do tier 1 fractals, go for tier 1. If you can go for higher fractals, you should go for higher ones, because they give you more rewards. And I will also do the same, of course. For now, I will stick with the smallest ones, because I obviously want to get the tokens from the dailies. So those pristine fractal relics, which are really important for me to level up my Ascended gear. So I already have one ring that's sadly the wrong stats. I got that lucky drop, so to say. If it would have been Berserker or Harrier, it would be really good. Sadly, it's not. So I will have to buy some for the pristine relics here. And this will be, so to say, my first step for going in a little bit higher in terms of like my gear quality, and of course more Agony resistance as well, which is obviously the very important part about increasing the capabilities of your account or your character in this sense, to level and get to higher fractal scale. Currently I'm fractal scale 15, personal fractal level. And if I can increase that, then I will get access to higher level fractals and will not die from the agony that happens there, which is a condition that is unique to fractals. And this is very important for new player to understand. Agony is really like gatekeeping you from not going into fractals, or higher level fractals at least. So you really want to get some agony resistance to make sure that you can survive there. And this is quite easy to acquire. It's just not
let's say, explained that well. And if you need more guidance than my stream here, you can of course also check out my Fractal playlist on YouTube in my YouTube channel. I have a lot of content about fractals and a very concise, dedicated video about Agony resistance as well. Yeah, I guess the fastest way to get ascended gear for a heal is to get rings, amulet, and accessories through Living World Season 3. Yes, I think it doesn't really depend on if you're a healer or if you're DPS player. It's oftentimes the fastest way to get it from Living World Season 3. I see the Agony is now way less scary because I have some Agony resistance, which decreases the damage taken, but I think I might not survive here anyway. Get the blue boys to survive. The blue boys heal you, so that's quite good. You can also give yourself some healing. I have some healing in my kit, but I'm not sure if I can survive this here, especially with all of those boys coming. No, that's fine. So the interesting part here is you will get resurrected here when the boss comes back. So I can just repeat this what I just did. Just try to keep as much from the altar as possible, and that's about it. So Agony is really important, as you can see in fractals. It's like, especially in the Nightmare fractal here, it's like really hard to survive that. It's almost impossible, I would say. What stats will you get for your Ascended gear? I will get some Harrier stats. So healing power focused and concentration focused. You will see that in a second. Here's my bank stuff. So weapon and armor chest. So for the armor, I have very specific armor pieces that I want to get. Why is that? I will show that in a second. Let's port to Eye of the North. I will be able to purchase, where is it? There is it. Purchase armor pieces from vendors, like in PvP, World vs. World, from this guy here, Smoxy, for those Blue Prophet shards. Where are they? Here, Blue Prophet shards. And you can get weapons here, but you can also get Ascended armor pieces here. And the important part here is, you see it already, I have 184. So I can purchase those, but I can't purchase those because depending on what you get, what kind of piece of the armor, they are more expensive. So coats and leggings are the two most expensive items. So that's the most important part. If you have not all of them available yet, you should definitely get your coat or your leggings for your armor class that you want. Only then you will be able to get the very cheap stuff from the vendor, because that's obviously way more economic. Let's see, we purchase one here and we can have 3 here, so we can get 4 pieces plus 1 ring from fractals. I think we only have 19 now. No, we have 21. That's very good. We have 21, so we can get 2 rings. So that's obviously really good. 2 rings plus 4 armor pieces plus the weapons. So we're actually at a quite decent spot already. And we can purchase some Agony Infusions then on top of that. And we are quite good then, I would say. There we go. Some more gear here. This is for the... I will not necessarily equip that right now, but I have it now. That's very good. And I will get some coat. Where is it? Light leg armor. No, we need the... Where is it? There, light chest armor. That's what we want. There we go. And then we can get all the stats here. That's the really good part. All the stats that you have access to with your things that you have, with your expansions that you have. I will get Harrier here. There we go. Harrier piece. Now we can equip this. Already very good. We will keep, of course, the Celestial piece because we might still need this. Don't worry, we might still need this. I will maybe make a second tab. Let's bring this to the second tab. And let's make the second tab the Fractal tab here. The Fractal heal tab. And then let's put the full Celestial build. Let's leave it like the Celestial was. Where's my ring? There. Oh. That's more for my solo build, my open world stuff. Makes sense. And equip all the Ascended stuff here in this tab. And maybe the ring as well. No, we don't need this ring. We need the... Do we need some underwater weapons? The relic will stay the same, of course. And... yeah, that's good. We need one more chest piece. This time it will be... What will it be? Is it the leggings, the leg armor here? Because it's also rather expensive getting the leg armor. Always double check if this is the right armor class. So it has to be without any red text. If there's red text, don't get it because that's for the wrong armor class. If you're on the correct character. This is the light leg armor. Want to get this as well. Customize it. Some Harrier pieces. And place it here. Equip it. And we can slowly work our way up in the stats. And you can also double check in the wiki if you are sure, if you want to see if that's defender or if it's healer. But I know I will healer because I'm a healer. But you can get multiple here and here the ascended armor pieces for the offensive roles like Assaulters, Berserker gear or Condi stats in here. But I will get the healer's boots, I guess. And the healer's gloves later at some point as well. Maybe the... doesn't really matter. Does not really matter. Let's get the... I guess the shoulders first. There we go. Shoulders. For the light armor again. There we go. Very good. We can customize it and go for some more Harrier gear. Very good. Equip that as well. And we're already having like 3 pieces. We'll go to this vendor here, purchase my rings here. So we'll check what I will get here. The most important part is that I get something that gives me healing power. Other than that, it's not that important actually. I think there might not be actually the stat that I need here because they oftentimes they have only the core stats as far as I know. So I might not get the perfect one. But if I get anything with concentration, but I think Celestial might be the best option here. Some healing power, some concentration, some vitality. Yeah, it's overall probably a good pick. Ascended gear, especially the rings, are unique. That means that you can't equip 2 times the same. This is really important. You can't purchase 2 times Lunaria, or you can, but you can't equip both of them. So you have to be careful and purchase the Solaria and the Lunaria together to get both of the Celestial ones. So really important. I will equip them here. And now I have way more stats. Very good. Unequip. And there we go. Very nice. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. The hand armor, so the gloves. Light, very good. Equip. And select Harrier. And you can see we are slowly getting somewhere. 4 pieces already. And we have some rings already. And we have the weapon. We just have to get the unlock for the weapon at some point. It's quite annoying. You know, it's like the rival weapon is... The rival weapon is unlocked via Soto, but you have to do a story mission in there. And I will get this at some point as well, but right now I'm not there yet. So I will also purchase some of the Agony Infusions here. I will probably get some +7 infusions for now, because they are cheaper. Maybe. Now let's go for some +7 infusions. How many can I get? 6. Very good. Purchase 6 of those. So if I equip them now, and oops, don't override it, very important. Then I'm already at 28 Agony Resistance, 35 Agony Resistance, and 42 Agony Resistance. So you see, now I'm actually able to get way higher Fractal level done. Just need some more gear. But very, very easy to go higher level. And equip now, let's say this sword, yeah? And I have, okay, let's make the example with an X, yeah? I have X, I can't play X-axis on this Mesmer. Okay, so sword, let's just imagine that the X here would be another sword, okay? Because I don't have a second sword right now. And I want to equip, so to say, just want to run dagger in 2 weapon sets, but I don't want to have 4 daggers for that. You can just equip in the other weapon set the other X, or the other, yeah, so, and then you have this, and if you put it here in the offhand, you can now see I have X in the main hand, and I have the sword in the offhand, even though they are in a different weapon sets, and I have the weapon swap, even though that should not be how it is, but it is. So that same goes for dagger. You can equip 1 dagger in one hand and the dagger in the other hand, and then you have the weapon swap, even though you just equip 2 daggers. That's how it works. So, of course, I know, this is an X and this is a sword, but it would work the same for if I had 2 swords. Hope that makes sense now. So yes, that is actually possible in Guild Wars 2. It's a weird interaction definitely very weird actually, but that's how it works. And it has always been the case, so that's how they wanted to. I can showcase this maybe. Do I have a rare thing here? Maybe. Let's maybe showcase this. Wait, give me a second. There's an Ecto. Yeah, very good. There's an Ecto. And if I salvage the Ecto with this Mystic Salvage Kit or any rare salvage kit, I will not only get this dust here, pile of crystalline dust, but I will also get some luck. So if you want to maximize your magic find for your account, get up to 300 here. You want to consume a lot of luck, and I have a guide about this, how to do this very fast, but essentially it's about getting a lot of Ectos salvaged and getting some dust out. Gives you a little bit of gold loss, a little bit of gold gain, depending of how you do it, but you get a lot of luck, and if you consume it, you get decent magic find maxing very fast. So this is how you would do it. Oh my god, it's the stealth heart. Oh no. The worst heart in existence. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so horrible. You have to interact with some flags here and get the completion for the heart. Wait, I wanted to get the map completion here. And you have to not get captured. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I hate this when these games do that, you know? Like every single big game has that at some point, that you have to sneak through a camp or like avoid detection, and I fail like every single time. It's even worse than jumping passes for me. Stop. No. Yes. No. Yes. Very nice. We did it. I think that's also the end of today's stream. It was a really fun one. Really good progress today. 83% map completion already. And good progress. Like 4 armor pieces plus 2 rings and 1 weapon. Yes, I think we are good. We are getting somewhere. I like that.